Hello everybody and welcome to episode 7 of the Create Flavored Mod Pack. In today's episode we're going to be going over train schedules, we'll be getting a passenger cart going, and we might even see if we can get to unloading and loading some cars. So as you can see from the intro, I have pretty much this entire line figured out. I've added a loop to either side, so basically all I have to do now is hold forward and it'll automatically go through. And yeah, it's looking so good. Right now we still only have the single station, and I just missed it. We just have one station set up. But what we're gonna do next is actually go, and I need to go and find, when we crafted the first station, I think we got 2. Yep, there it is. By the way, I also found out that if you add a steam whistle and a tank on your train, you can actually, I don't know if you guys can hear that, hopefully you can, it's a steam whistle. You can actually make the train honk, it's super cool. So I'm just going over here to the tree farm, and I'm not exactly certain where I want to have things loaded and unloaded. But I don't want it too far into this area because I do want to be able to expand these farms later on. This loop is already pretty close to where I wanted to build everything, so I might go that way instead of that way, but that's alright. So I'm thinking over here might be a good place. And maybe here, since this is actually a straight edge. Yeah, well, maybe we do it here, and then that'll actually give us room to keep going. So one thing I noticed about the train stations is they don't show up. Oh, that was weird. You can't make them go both ways, so I'm gonna have it placed this way, and then just nearby, I'm gonna probably fill in this hole over here and maybe place the station, oh right, that is the right way, something like that. This will change here in the future though, shortly. So it's not like it'll stop us from going through it, we just will only be able to stop at it when we automate it later on, going in that direction. So in order to get this thing actually automated, we actually need to have a driver. Now typically that would be me, but if we want to make it automatically go on its own, we need to find an entity. We can use anything from birds to pigs, but I think I'm gonna go with a villager. Now back in, I think episode 1, I mentioned this castle back here. I actually explored it off camera, and it turns out it's actually full of some villagers, so I figured I would just steal one, or kindly ask one to drive this train for me. And it's really cool because they already have their huts figured out here, so I could actually just make this a villager trading hall. If I wanted to. I definitely want to get some trades and stuff set up in the future at some point. Now I'm just gonna grab this guy, see if he can get in the boat. Get in the boat. There we go. Now all I need to do is take him back there. Okay, so I moved the train down here and I have my villager in the boat. Now hopefully, actually I missed a spot here. Hopefully he can't get out, and hopefully he just tries to get here in the seat. I'm not sure if he'll go directly into the seat, or if I'll have to do some finagling, but... Okay, get in. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on. There you go. Yep. Get in the seat. Get in the seat. In the seat. Yep, sit down. Oh. Hopefully I don't have to disassemble my train. Come on, you can sit. Take a seat. Take a seat. You sitting? He's not sitting yet. Okay, so I've disassembled the train and set up a barrier here. Hopefully he'll come up here. I might just have to wait around for him to actually want to go up into the seat. Being really stubborn. Hey, there we go. I just gave him a job and he decided to walk there, so just gonna remove that now, and he should be sitting there permanently until I remove the seat. Okay, so now that we have a driver, next we're gonna have to give him a schedule. And I believe I can still, yeah, I can still control this, so what I think I want to do is just take it back over there. I'm gonna have to do a full loop. This is kind of cool. It feels like I'm teaching him how to drive the train. Oh, and we have mobs after us. And I fell off, and there's a million mobs nearby. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. So, making a train schedule is pretty easy. However, we are going to need a sturdy sheet for this, but it does make 4, so we'll be able to make 4 different trains, fortunately. By the way, between episodes, I just added a tank down here and went to the nether and filled it with lava, so we should have a pretty good backup of lava for now. So there's our train schedules. And while I'm here, I think I'm going to make another cart. Now, I'm not sure if this will expand later on. No, unfortunately we're going to need... Yeah, I figured this would happen. So I'm actually going to move the train station up a little bit further. So I've just moved this forward a bit. And I'm going to add a casing there. That might be a little too close, actually. I'm going to go one further back. Something like that. And then... Let's see here. I wonder how many of these are far apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm pretty sure these can be any distance, but I kind of want to keep it consistent with the front train. And for now, we're just going to go really basic for the passenger car. I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but yeah, we're building a passenger car here. So, all we really need to do in order... I should also get some seats here. Something like this, right? I guess that'll work. Obviously, it doesn't have to be anything specific. Maybe we go a little fancier like that. And maybe add a way to get up into the car. Okay, so I did a little bit more decorating just to make sure it looks okay. What I need to do now is super glue it all together. Now, an important thing to do to make sure is to not glue it to the front train. Okay, I'm gonna quickly check if that'll assemble. And it looks like it did. I think we have everything. Let me just double check. It doesn't look like we're missing anything. Cool. So in order to actually tell this guy where to go, we're gonna need to configure the train schedule. Now if we just right click it while it's in our hand, it should open up a menu here. And what we need to do is add an action. And we'll say travel to station. Go with track station. Actually, before I do this, I quickly just would like to rename this to the warehouse station. And for some reason, it's not detecting the other one, so we might need to add another stop on the way. So yeah, we'll go travel to station, warehouse station. We'll have it wait for 5 seconds is good for now. I'll probably have it wait like 10 to 15 seconds. Then we'll have it go again, travel to... I'm not sure if that is actually the other one. I think I'm gonna go and check it out and double check that's the right one. Okay, so I'm gonna rename this to Farm Station. Let's be more specific. Let's call this the Tree Farm Station. Now if I open up my train schedule here again, yep, perfect. So there's the Tree Farm Station. And then it'll wait 5 seconds and continue on. We want to make sure Loop Forever is on. So the white light here in the bottom left indicates that it is on. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything for now, at least. I just realized there's not a ladder on the other side there. So now all we need to do is give it to the villager. So I'm just gonna right click him. Just gonna, okay, I think there's an issue with it. There we go. I just needed to shift right click him. So he's gonna start going now. Oh, oh jeez. And I just got kicked off the train, which is why it's pretty important to actually use the seats. So I'm just gonna wait here at this station for it to come back. Yeah, I can't believe it left me behind. So sad. Okay, I think I might have done the schedule wrong because he's sort of just stuck back at home. There we go, I managed to fix it. So now we're just gonna enjoy a nice ride through the countryside. Oh my gosh, he actually honks. That's so cool. I wasn't sure if it would do it automatically or not. So next I want to tackle item vaults. So item vaults are pretty easy, and what they do is actually store a really large amount of items. The only bad part is, yep, like it says here, items can't be taken out manually. They can only be pulled in or pulled out. So here's our first few item vaults. And yeah, we're gonna need a few more, but I just want to place these down on this new cart that I made. So I can't remember if they can go for 3 wide, but I know for certain they can go 2 wide. So I think I'll start it off here. And if we just place them like that, yep. So that is our first item vault. Then what we can do is just keep extending it this way. And maybe I add a few like barrels here and there for decoration to make it seem like a more of a storage cart. And one other component of this that we're going to need are portable storage interfaces. So these will actually allow us to pull items in and out of the vault. So I don't know exactly where they need to be placed, but I don't think it's too specific. Similar to the tree farm, I believe they just need to be somewhere on the edge, so maybe I put it here. That way we can line it up with the farm on the other side. And after assembling the train, here is our storage cart. So what I want to do now is check out where the portable storage interface actually ends up. And right here is pretty much perfect, honestly. I think it needs to be one further back. Yep, that'll kiss just like that. Perfect. There's some zombies nearby. I should probably sleep soon. So what I should do now is create sort of a storage silo out here. Then all the items from all 3 of these farms will get collected together, brought into the silo, and then whenever the train comes by, it'll be put into the storage cart here and brought all the way back to our base. So I think I'm going to get started on building a bit of a silo here. I have a little bit of a design in mind, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So this is our sort of storage silo. And I almost just got hit by a train there. So yeah, when the train stops here, it'll pick items up and drop them off, etc. Well, it's only going to be picking them up from here. So what we're going to have is basically a very large vault inside of here. Now I'm not certain if portable storage interfaces work directly off of a vault. I might have to do some testing. But basically I want all the items from around this area to eventually end up here. All of that will be done automatically, and then, yeah. It's gonna be pretty cool, I think. So, while I'm waiting for a bunch of iron to smelt up for the vault, I think what I want to do is sort of get the lines here in place. I want to make sure each farm has a line going over here. I have a hole here in the back, so hopefully we can, oh yeah, I forgot that my, my shovel broke. But anyway, so all of the items from here, and it seems like this farm is turned off again. I don't know why. This farm likes to shut itself off, and that one just likes to break. The kelp farm is doing really fine though so far. It's actually gotten a good amount of kelp. So I think from each of the chests down here, and I'm definitely gonna need a shovel. So we'll have a vault sitting in here, probably a 3x3 here. And then we'll just have a belt coming this way. Something like that. I want all the lines to connect underground, I think. So I have a line coming from that chest now over here. Fortunately, we can crawl in this. I need one more shaft here to let it turn up. Something like that. And connect that back up. So this should lead directly into the silo. And I can never remember if it'll automatically turn or if you need to do this in a certain order, but we're gonna go like this just in case. So we should just have to power all of these, and that will be pretty much the first one here. I'm gonna leave it just like this. We don't really need a storage chest right here. It might help, but honestly the belt will keep the items occupied for most of the time anyway, so yeah, there is tree farm done. Just have 2 more to go. And fortunately, since I made the wheat farm in a straight line, I should just have to go this way and continue straight until we hit something. And hopefully it's not water like that. Okay, so there's the first 2 farms all met up here. And there's the last line hooked up here. Now, I have them all coming to one point. This might cause a bit of a traffic jam, but I'm actually okay with that. I would rather have one point here that's a point of failure than having a few, like say one up there, one there, and then one halfway in between. Much easier to have just one point of failure than multiple. But first, I'm gonna need to be able to power the belts, so I'm going back home to grab some more belts and some more shafts. Okay, so I've crafted up my 27 vaults, and I'm just gonna place them here inside of the silo. Something like that, and they should all connect in a nice 3x3x3. So we'll have items going in here. and coming back out on this side. Now I actually want this to be one lower so it can go directly into the portable storage interface there. We'll also need one there. And I said I was going to grab some more shafts, but I completely forgot. Okay, and I believe with that, that is actually going to be all of the belts connected up. Just going through and double checking. So we have our water wheel here. This is the entire power source for all of the belts. Then we have the kelp farm line coming in, the wheat farm line coming in right here, and the tree farm one over there. They're all connected up through various means. There's probably a better way of doing this, honestly, but yeah, I'm still getting used to belts in this mod. It always feels like it should be so much easier to get this running. Like I should just have to place a block right here and it'll go, but anyway, so that should be everything for this part. We actually do need one more step though. We actually need to power this one as well. And it's gonna be fairly simple, like the rest of them. And by simple, I mean all I did was lower this down by 1 and had the line go completely through here. So that also does kind of mean that if this system ever gets full, items will still be able to travel beneath it, which is pretty cool actually. So with that, the system should be fully functional now. Now it'll be hard to tell, maybe if we watch here, yep, we can see items going in now. So the train is actually loading up with items. Sweet. Now it won't grab a whole lot right now. We may be able to configure something with the train schedule later on to yeah, make sure it's getting a full load rather than like 4 or 5 items at a time. But yeah, still, that is pretty much this side of the system done now. Only thing left really now is the other side of the system where basically we will do the exact opposite. So instead of loading items into the car, we're going to be unloading them. And in a very similar fashion to what we did here, we're actually going to be pulling items out, possibly directly into a vault, just to make our lives a little bit easier. And yeah, that should be the system done. So in the next episode, I think that's what we're going to tackle. I also want to do a little bit more decorations on that end, so it's going to be a little bit more appealing. I think we might also take a look at, at chunk loaders. Now, I think the chunk loader from more minecarts is going to be the one we're going to want. It seems pretty simple, actually. It's just crying obsidian and a block of emeralds. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to end things for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.